Good morning, people. Abs in the building with another one, with another one, with another show, Waffle TV show. Yeah, we same people, man. Do you know what? I am beyond fuming. I'm beyond anything now. I'm just in that mode where I don't, I won't say I don't care, but I just can't be bothered. Yeah, I can't even be bothered. Yeah, I think Craig's going to be joining me soon. Hopefully, I don't know what Views is doing, but we'll see what happens later. But big up to those in the building already. AFC always. I think we've got Coach in here. And yeah. So obviously, looking at the title, it says Wake Up Arsenal not good enough to win anything. And this team right now, currently, and I'm talking about the whole club as a club, they're not good enough to do anything in this league. We talk about the Cronkies and their messages in terms of buying the club not to win, trophies, and then the type of managers they are installing into our club, and the lack of urgency and fight in these managers, and the actual club as a whole is ridiculous. Now, we're going to get the usual bunch that will be like, well, we drew to Brighton and that was it. It's not just the draw to Brighton. It's the actual way we're playing, the performances, the actual players that we have in the team, the actual managers' messages to the fans themselves. It's just everything at the moment. And I went through the squad the other day. I don't know if anyone saw that sell, start, whatever, bench video. And I want to get rid of maybe 15, 16 players from this Arsenal squad, because many of the players are just not good enough. And many of the players are not at a standard that will win you a title, let alone a Carabao Cup. I don't believe we will win any type of trophy this season, whether it be Carabao Cup, FA Cup. We're definitely not winning the league or the Champions League. I think Newcastle are going to be too good for us on Tuesday. I think even Man United, I think we might even struggle to beat Man United when we come up against them. Also, playing against Spurs, we might all get a dubs from Spurs as well. That's how bad this team is at the moment. We went into that game, and as a fan, you always go into the game wanting your team to win. And the rival fan will sit here and say, well, you're in second, so what? Liverpool at the top. We're in second, yeah? You want us to have expectations, but then you want to moan at us when, we're not happy with the position we're in. What is it with certain fans? Do you know what I'm saying, yeah? We're not happy where we are right now, yeah? We don't want to be in this position. We want to be at the top. We don't want to be below Liverpool. So no, we're not happy being second. Which part of that do rival fans not understand? Yeah, it's not a case of if I was in your position. We don't care. We don't want you to be in our position. Yeah, we want to be in a top position. We want to be fighting. Yeah, and yesterday, I didn't see no fight from my club yesterday. We got a good goal. Hold on, someone's just joined. We got a good goal from Wanyeri. And then once we scored a goal, it was a case of just do not lose, you know. Let me just add in man like Craig. Yo, Craig, what you saying?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
Right, do you know what? I'm good, but I'm good to see you. But I'm just can't be
I
bothered,
know,
bro.
yeah, same.
I can't be bothered, bro. And this isn't just like a one game thing. For me, this has been a whole season of just blunders, transfer window, management, players not even giving 100% or giving 100%, but they're not good enough or they're not at the level.
Definitely.
I don't buy this thing, and people like to put it on us that we were meant to be the challengers because Man City dropped. You're disrespecting Liverpool, in my opinion, because Liverpool, have been there and done that. We've not been there and done that in over 20 years.
Definitely.
So for you lot to disrespect Liverpool, yes, we came second last season. Yes, we came second the season before that. But Liverpool were having their blip. Teams were having their blip last season and the season before that. And teams were having their blip this season. And yes, we were supposed to go out and buy, a decent front man, but we bought Havertz last season or whenever it was. But you see what I'm getting at? Yeah, it's like you can't buy a man like that and expect to win a title. If you look at the highest goal scorers this season, Salah's got 17, number one. Havertz has got seven goals, and he's 13th. But we're still second. How does that work, bro? Mbeumo's got goals.
Yeah. Other players have stepped up. That's why other players in the team have stepped up. Saka's almost been the top scorer for us this season, and he's injured now. I think he's got more goals than all of them put together. And the goals have been spread around. Like Saka scored a couple. Odegaard has got one or two. Gabriel's got a lot of goals this season from set pieces. So the goals, Marina's got one or two. Ranieri's got two. I think Noreni's got 4 or 5, but 2 in the league and 3 in the League Cup. So all the goals have been spread around. It's not like one man has scored a bag of goals, isn't it? But Saka. That's why I think it's second. And other teams have been poor as well. Like Chelsea have been poor as well when it comes to like yesterday they drew against Palace, but they haven't been scoring. They haven't been scoring. Cole Palmer scored for them. Cole Palmer scored for them. Then Jackson will score for them. They don't score like other goals. So yeah.
But Craig, they're not supposed to be like. This is phase one for them. Do you understand? Yeah. So they can whatever this season is a blip. Us, we've had our manager for like over 5 years now. All I'm seeing is excuses. FC. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. What was he saying the other day? He made some excuse about, we're the best team, but we just don't win anything, or some mad quote. I'll have to look it up, but talk to the people, man. Talk to the people. Let me just see.
I don't think you can make excuses. I've been a couple 5 years. They backed him with a lot of money, almost close to $1 billion. They backed him with awful lot of money he spent at the club, and we need to see trophies, man. It can't be every season making excuses. Like everyone wants to make excuses from give him time. How much more time does he need? If Slot wins the league this season, then done it in 1 year, and Arteta's been a couple 5. Do your maths, isn't it? Who would I rather have as a manager? I'd rather have Slot as a manager. He's won the league. He'll win the league in his first season. So I know a lot of foreign managers come to the Premier League and win it in their first season. I think Ancelotti was one of them. And I think the other guy, Conte, at Napoli is that's the only 3 managers I can think of. I'm sure there's Mourinho as well. They're 4 managers who came to the Premier League and went in their first season. So yeah, it goes to show that if you have a top quality manager who's won things, he can go to another team and win it. So yeah. But I did tell you, Abd, I did tell you about Arne Slot long time ago. You said to replace Arteta, you were like, nah, I don't know about this manager, Dutch league or whatever. I said it to you many years ago. I think when we were doing the podcast with Tony Talk, I said that this guy's a good manager. I said, yeah, he'll do bits. And then you were saying, I'm not sure about him. So, well, he's come to Liverpool and proven the point. So,
You know what? I remember I was in High Wycombe, and there's some guy that lives in The Hague in Netherlands, and I asked him, I goes, what do you think of this Arne Slot? Because I don't know nothing about him. And he's like, oh, he's not that good of a manager, yeah. So I thought, okay, you live over there, so you know your thing. And this is testament to Arne Slot, yeah, because over the last 2 years, he went unbeaten with Feyenoord last year, and he's only lost one game this season. One game this season. Only one game this season.
Yeah.
So, and this is in the Premier League. Yes, he's inherited Klopp's squad, but Klopp didn't do nothing last season. Got a Carabao Cup, didn't challenge for the league. You know, it's just craziness, bro. It's just craziness.
Definitely. I agree.
Big up to Zane in the building. Just read out some of these chats. Think makes it out. Sorry. Let me just look there. Arteta can't manage injury squad lineups or manage to use players in their correct positions. That's another thing we're going to talk about. We're a big club with no elite managers and no elite directors. This is Arteta when he's interviewing a new player. Hi, Craig. So tell us about yourself. I understand you're a striker. You know, and he's been ripping up the league with 10, 15 goals. We love all of this. But I have one question for you. Can you play left back? Okay, we're signing you. We're signing you 250k a week. Okay.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying, yeah? And we're going to talk about the game in a minute because I need to touch on certain things about the team lineup and stuff like that. But we're not just going to talk about the game. We're going to talk about the team as a whole. And where do we see this team going, in the future? Because anyway, we're going to get into that anyway. So let me just read through the comments. So Zane says, I think Arteta chose to sit back and defend a 1-0 lead second half, but first half time wasting is a worrying sign. We're going to get into all of that. We ain't beating Newcastle over 2 legs. Zane says, think some of your fans know the expectations have changed, but they don't want to accept it. We've been in this position for 21 years. AFC says, big up Craig.
Big up AFC.
And big up to Zir Talks. He says, yo. And Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to my brother. Big up to you. So let's talk about the game in isolation for a moment, and then we can talk about, you know, other things, because you're going to have your perspective and I'm going to have my perspective on the game. So we knew it weren't going to be an easy game at Brighton. And we know that Brighton, their form wasn't great coming into this game, because I don't think they've won a game since November. So I'm going to ask you a question. Yeah, when you saw the lineup, especially the midfield, what was your thoughts on when you saw that lineup yesterday?
He shot himself in the foot. He's playing Partey right back again. Partey's not a right back. I don't know how many times I've been saying this to you. Every week I say this to you. Stop playing Partey right back. He's better in midfield. He does a job in midfield. When I saw Mikel Merino, I saw Jorginho, who shouldn't be starting for this team in the squad, I was like, no, we're not going to do well today, because Jorginho hasn't got the legs anymore. Mikel Merino is so slow. He's slower than my grandmother, man. I'm sorry. Like, he can't. The guy can't rock. The guy can't, like, he doesn't fit our system, man. So when I saw that midfield, Declan Rice, Marino, and Jorginho, I thought we were in for a hard game. And that kid from Brighton, he bullied that midfield yesterday. What's his name? Belina. he bullied that midfield yesterday. I'm telling you, he bullied certain man like so. Yeah, man, I wasn't happy with the midfield yesterday, to be honest with you. But I was happy that when Yeri got a start and he did well, got his good goal. But then he kept on losing the ball very easily. Like he got mossed off the ball very like that right back on Espin, isn't it? Espin, the right back for them. He
I know, yeah, I know you're talking about.
yeah, he held him down very well yesterday. He managed it very well. The only time he got through the goal he scored, but every time he got the ball, he got physically out muscled. He kept on every time he tried to do something, he lost the ball. So I'm not blaming him because he played well. Out of a bad bunch, he played very well. I think Jesus should have given more yesterday as well. Um, Martinelli didn't look good at coming on. Trossard, I don't know why he starts games. He doesn't do anything. He was poor yesterday, very poor. I don't know why he didn't get subbed off. We had a bench. He only brought on 2 subs. Odegaard is poor and been poor recently. The last couple of weeks, he's been very poor. Not the same guy that drives the team forward as captain. You need a leader to score a goal or do something in the moment where we're struggling. He didn't do anything yesterday. He was non-existent. Calafiori for me yesterday was poor in the second half. Kept on getting out muscle. Kept on getting I don't know, man. I think he's a centre back to be honest with you. I don't think he's a left back because I feel that when he comes to the tasty players, yeah, he struggles against players who are quicker than him. I feel like Skelly should have started that game yesterday, to be honest with you, because he's got the pace and he's got the strength and he can not get bullied off the wall. So that's what I'll say. I think David Rare as well was a bit. Yeah, he was a bit shaky as well. I don't like when they pass the ball back to him sometimes because he makes too many mistakes. He tries to clear it out on another team every time, kicking it, and we keep on losing it back and forth. So yeah, that's my say.
Yeah, big up to Views in the building. He's just joined us now. We're just talking about literally the lineup yesterday in the game and our thoughts on the game. So if you want to just give your thoughts on the game, my brother, because I know you was hot last night. You were telling me you was hot. So yeah, talk on the game, bro.
The major thing I was left with yesterday is just this sentiment of like, how can I say, like my head was mad hot, just like the sentiment of this is what we're gonna get. Yeah, I already said to you before, my bro, that it needs to be 1:21 on New Year's Day. Like they should have been sending out emails. They should have been making phone calls, because regardless of that result yesterday, we needed help long before that, my bro, long before that. And as soon as the Brentford game had ended and we knew Timber was going to be suspended, we knew what we was going to see. Everyone was calling it TP at right back. Do you know what I'm saying? And yeah, big up AFC always, man, each and every time. Like, I'm just getting so fed up and tired of this guy's tinkering. And then when I watched that game yesterday, like from the bits I could get, because I was struggling to watch it, it was just more of the same. Like, you know, just more of the same, bro. Just lack of creativity, a million defenders. Like we had like what? 4 DMs, bro. Like we had a midfield full of DMs. We had Thomas Partey at right back. Like that fundamentally changes how we play. I've said this on more than one occasion, my brother. It fundamentally changes how we play. There's no overlap. Odegaard on the right hand side. Obviously, I know he didn't start yesterday because of illness, the same as Martinelli. But it fundamentally changes how we play. So when you see a performance like that yesterday, when I watched that Mutant channel, a lot of fans were getting onto the players, but for me it's Mikel Arteta. The way you're setting up the team every time is setting us up to fail, my bro. And I was telling you yesterday, yeah, why didn't we not play Miles Lewis-Skelly at right back, bro? And even I was saying that he's right-footed, but I made a mistake. I don't think he is. I think he prefers his left. But either way, Miles Lewis-Skelly would have been a better player to play at right back than Thomas Partey. Yeah? And for me, that was just, yesterday was like a culmination of everything building up, and there's the final result, bro. Like, title done. Like, if anyone thought we was going to win the title anyway, like, as Dan would say, give the head a wobble. But the more and more that we drop points, like, we've got more joys. We've got more draws than a dealer, my bro. More draws than IKEA. Like, what is going on, bruv? Now, I was looking at a few Tottenham reactions yesterday. They're going mad, 10 losses, this, that, and the other. I swear we've got like 10 draws, bro.
7 draws. Yeah.
bro. Like out of half of our games, like they've lost 10 of their games, innit? And I don't think we ain't lost that many. But with all these draws, I'm starting to think like maybe a couple of more losses would have been better for us than all of these draws, because if you were to lose one and win one, you get more points than you used to draw two. Do you see what I'm saying? So yeah, yesterday, bro, like I said, I had to come out of your stream. I'm sorry if I'm going on a bit long, but my head was hot, bro. I couldn't do a reaction. I couldn't do nothing. I just had to come off YouTube, come off, like, that's it now. So yeah, the game yesterday was a culmination of everything that I don't like in this club and I don't like in this manager. And I just think it came to fruition yesterday. Like, no creativity whatsoever. But I'll let you carry on, man.
Well, there you go, people. Sorry, I'm just trying to do some admin stuff as well at the same time. So let's talk about some of the individual players that we have at the moment, because Arteta seems to have a lot of trust in these players. And as you can see, some of them are just not good enough for Arsenal. And I watched Newcastle, against Spurs the other day. And when you look at their midfield, of Linton, Tonali, Bruno, which I think Bruno might be out for this game, but still, our midfield, it's like Arteta still doesn't know his best midfield. You know what I'm saying? Why didn't he look to just bring on these simple things, man? Put Skelly on, and Skelly, when they panned to Skelly at the end of the match yesterday, man looked disappointed, man, because he could have come on and done something. You could have put him in right back, and you could have played Thomas Partey in the mids, maybe as a pivot with Declan Rice. With choosing whichever one you want to do the advance thing. Obviously, Odegaard was 6, so we'd probably have to put Mourinho in that. But this is what I'm saying, The players we have bought are not good enough, Is this Groundhog Day, people? Is this the same thing that I'm talking about season upon season? We're never good enough, It's like when you buy a product, the product's never good enough because they got this thing of like, well, do you know what? We've got a new upgrade coming out in about 2 minutes and stuff. This is Arsenal FC, Do we not want greatness at this club? Do the fans not want greatness at this club?
Arsenal,
what is it?
It's Arsenal.
What is it about this?
It's always been the same. It's like we're a massive club with the smallest mentality like I've ever seen. And I was in Deji's live as well when they were playing Newcastle. So big up Deji as well. And I'm just saying to him, I can't even believe, like, I'm looking at Spurs and I'm like, how have they let a club like this, with the stadium they got, the money that they make, all the resources behind them, and we're only just a little bit better than them, just in terms of our history. Like, in terms of how we act right now, like, the fans are protesting to get Daniel Levy out. Yeah, that's what they're doing at Tottenham. I'm not saying that's going to work, because we've done that with Wenger. For me, the best way that we can affect this club is to stop buying their shit, innit? Stop putting bums on seats, that kind of thing. But to be honest, it's the same thing. Like, maybe it's a North London thing, my bro, because why on earth is Tottenham where they are with all the resources they've got behind them? Do you know what I mean? That's on Daniel Levy, yeah? And it's the same thing as Arsenal. It's on the Cronkies, bro. Like I keep saying to you, I don't want to hear about 750 or 800 million spent, because that weren't their money. That was the money the club made. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And now we've got to the point where, like I said, it's just in the culmination of everything coming back to bite us, my bro. Stubbornness. And we don't know what's going on at the club, because as I keep saying to you, Arteta's coming out saying we're Kevin Hart. Like, he never does anything like that. Edu, we knew months ago was going to leave, but they kept that one quiet. He's left now, bearing in mind, and he's on gardening leave. So he's not even at his new job, and he's not at Arsenal either. So we're sitting here with no sporting director for nothing, really and truly. So for me, I feel like somewhere down the line, we're going to find out what's going on. And I really hope we do, because even I was calling Edu all types of names. Do you know what I mean? But now I'm hearing that it might not even be him, my bro. It might be the mini Wenger that we've built, that's making all of these dictating moves. And you get me? And Edu might have said, well, boy, he was telling us to be excited. So I don't know if it's, if it's him, if it's Arteta being stubborn, if it's the Kroenke saying that we ain't got the money this year. But I'm hearing from way too many people that we've got the money. So, I mean, I've been around long enough to see this on multiple occasions, my bro. So some of the younger new fans that are like early 20s, they might not have seen this ever before, but I've seen it, bro. And I've seen the PR and I've seen the excuses. So it just, yeah, Groundhog Day. I was seeing that coming out in everyone's chat yesterday. That is exactly what it is, bro. It sums it up perfectly. And here we are, what, 5th of January. And do you know what I mean? Does it look like we're going to do anything right now? Like, it's crazy, my bro.
Yeah. You know, Arsenal got 200 million to spend, right? They've got money. We've got money to spend. Champions League money from last season and this season. So we've got money to spend. The thing is, Arteta doesn't want to spend the money, or the owners don't want to spend the money. And the Kroenkes have got money. Kroenkes are not broke. They got their own that NBA team, and they won the title a couple of years ago. They got the Denver Nuggets, their own the NFL team as well. The Kroenkes have got money. They're building a new stadium in America for one of their grounds, or one of their stadiums, one of their teams that they own. They've got money. So don't ever get confused thinking the Kroenkes haven't got money. They've got money. Like the guy's a billionaire, isn't it? So he's got money. I think they don't want to put money in the team. I'd rather have Tom Bowley as our owner. At least he'll put money into the team. He'll spend money. You know what I mean? He don't care. Just the owner don't spend no money, and then complain. Then every season we're gonna say, "Oh, we're gonna win champ. We're gonna win trophies." We're not winning any trophies with no money spent. And our squad is always thin anyway. We haven't got a good squad anyway. Like starting 11's okay, but when it comes to the reserves and the bench, it's terrible. It's terrible, honestly. Like, if you look at Chelsea's squad, for example. They can bring on Sancho. They can bring on this player, that player. João Felix doesn't get minutes. They've got Nkunku doesn't get minutes, a lot of minutes. They've got 2 squads they can put out. Same in Man City, they've got 2 squads they can put out as well. We don't have 2 squads. Liverpool as well. They've got 2 squads they can put out as well. We haven't got a second squad if our players are injured. If Rare gets injured tomorrow, who've we got as backup? If it's Gabriel Saliba gets injured, who've we got as backup? Kiwior. Kiwior is not a good defender for us. He gets exposed every time. You get physical against him. He doesn't want it. So left back's been a problem as well this season because Calafiori's been injured a lot. The only success that Lewis Skelly's been good at left back. Our right back problem's been a serious problem as well. Because if Timber's not playing, then Tomiyasu has been injured a lot. He needs to go, to be honest with you. Who else? Ben White's been injured a lot as well this season. Well, his first season's been injured for us anyway, so giving a benefit of the doubt. But our reserves are not good enough to step up when they need to step up. Like we sold Eddie Nketiah in the summer, we sold Smith Rowe, we loaned out Reece Nelson, we loaned out Fabio Vieira. I will never replace these players. How are you going to go into the season with a squad of 18, 19 players when other teams have got 25, 30 man squads? That's the problem. We didn't replace the quality for quality. So that's the problem.
Facts, man. Facts. What do you reckon, Abs?
You know what? It's true, man. It's just like this team, man. Don't even do your madness, yeah. Yeah, this team for me is not good enough. The players that we've got on loan are not good enough. And now we have to look at the manager now because this is his team. You know, this is his team. Yeah. If it weren't for some certain other team dropping points and stuff like that, I'm sure we'll be a bit lower now. But it's fortunate that Man City dropped off. Chelsea obviously had a blip because they were flying at some point, and we managed to claw back a couple of wins. But this is all an illusion for us. This is an illusion. Yeah, Liverpool. Well, listen. Once Liverpool pick up that trophy, these men are going to say the same thing to us. You lot are bottlers. Yeah, we're going to get the same bottle job chat coming towards our direction because we're the laughing stock of the league. We are the laughing stock of the actual Premier League these days, bro. You know, everything is you man bottled this, you man done that, and you have to look at the manager sometimes. Yeah. Let's isolate the owners because this man's had more than £700 million to spend. Yeah, he could have bought players that he wanted. Yeah, and he did buy the players that he wanted. But what manager in their own right And this is where I think his reign is going to come to an end. Kai Havertz, for me, was not the prime striker that we needed. Now, people can say, oh, well, he's not the problem or something like that. As a backup player, yes, you know, for 30 plus change. But for him to be on, you know, to buy him for 65 mil and for him to be one of our top earners, yeah, it's literally just it's literally just like bantering us, bro. Bantering us.
Like, that is definitely a sword that Mikel Arteta is gonna end up falling on. You're not the only one to say it. Turkish has said it. Curtis has. I mean, we've all said it. We've all looked at that buy the moment we spent £65 million on that, and no one in their right mind was doing cartwheels or nothing like that. Before we'd even earmarked Havertz, no one was asking for this guy. This was the same year we could have got Kudus for 35 million as well. So this is going to be something that really comes back to haunt Arteta and haunt this team. And you're absolutely right. As much as we can go on about the Cronkies not being serious, which they ain't, we know that. But a lot of this now, a lot of where we are this season is on the manager. He's poor in-game decisions. He's constant tinkering with the side, changing how we fundamentally play, setting the team up to fail. Do you know what I mean? Like, when you looked at that game yesterday, when you looked at Ipswich, or you look at some of these games where we've really stunk out the place, like Thomas Partey struggling at right back. I heard some fan trying to say yesterday, but we've won games. I'm not even going to lie to you, my guys. I think it was Cecil, bro. Like, I'm not scared to say people's names, innit, yeah? Like, of this PR, this mutant channel, whatever you want to call it. And I'm looking at it yesterday and I'm like, what are you not looking at? Do you know what I mean? How can you not see what the whole world and their nan can see? Now, as we go back to the manager and what he spent, we're in this January window now, and let's be honest, like, we need a rebuild, bruv. We're 5 years into the process, yeah. We're still struggling against teams we should be beating, yeah. And another stat, big up Dan Potts, yeah. We haven't beat no one in the top 10 this year, bro.
Only 2 clubs we've beaten in the top 10.
Bro, that is not. How is that winning? How is that title winning form, bro? Tell me. That is not title winning form. This manager cannot motivate the players. Not only that, you're setting us up to fail. You're like what do they say, round holes and square pegs or whatever. You're setting us up to fail. Yeah, Lewis Skelly, right? As I said, he's a centre midfielder, but he's our best left back at the club. All this money spent, and we still ain't got a left back. So when people sit there and cry out about strikers and wingers and attackers, this guy is still probably gonna go out and get a fucking goalkeeper and defenders, bro, because we still need a left back. We got our best left back at the club who can't get a sniff in Kieran Tierney. Now, I know he's always injured, and that's another thing that the club's got to just take on the chin, because we have a history of buying injury-prone players, crocked players. We bought a player that didn't even kick a ball for us in Kim Kallstrom, and he had a broken back, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I can go on and on about the decisions that this club has been making, right? And a lot of this stuff comes down to the manager now. 5 years in, yeah, just off the top of your head, we could deal with minimum 4 players right now. And as is it Craig, as he said, it's not just about buying bodies, it's about the quality to come in and change what we've actually got, to come in and improve the first 11, because as other teams have got players, they've got squads. Now, we knew that there was going to be more games this season. We knew that there was going to be extra fixtures in the Champions League. Why have we not prepared? 22-man squad in the Premier, the smallest squad in the league apparently as well. So when everyone comes back to and keeps saying about the transfer windows and what we didn't do last summer, how can you blame anyone? Because we're just fans at the end of the day, but we can see what's going on. Like, you played Calafiori right back at one point. So if Calafiori was fit, why not just play him right back and Skelly left even? Do you know what I mean? That would have even had a better balance than TP, our best midfielder, bro. So, you know, and look, we saw Kivior and Timber lining up as centre backs, bro. Like, every time I think that I know what he's going to do, he comes up with something else. You're overcomplicating things, my bro.
Something worse as well. It's not like something better, it's something worse. And you're
something worse. Like, I know what you didn't do last summer. It's a horror movie out here, bro. Like, what is going on? And every time, I even tried to come and do a preview. I can't do a preview. I don't know who you're going to choose. I don't know who's fit. I don't know who you're telling the truth about. Do you know what I'm saying? We don't know what kind of stupid mind games, like fucking Young Spray, you're trying to pull for the next week and the next game. We just don't know, bro. So how can we predict any results? How can we predict a starting lineup? It's madness, bro. And last thing, and I'll let someone else come in, right? Curtis done this on his stream, and Dan done the same thing, right? We're in January. How many players do we need? Do you think that there was anybody that just said one?
No.
So I'll let you lot take the floor, bro. But this is on the manager.
Craig,
Yeah.
can you respond to AFC Always in when he asks this question? And I don't want you just to respond to there's two players, two wingers.
Yeah.
What has happened to Trossard? And my question is, what has happened to Martinelli? So you got two players, you know, to answer the question for. Shoot, man.
I feel with Trossard, I feel like he's gone complacent. He's got too big. He knew that. He knows that if he has a poor game, you know he'll play every game, innit? And Sterling came in. Sterling came in. I thought, yeah, that Sterling will challenge on both him, Martinelli, and Trossard's place in the team. But Sterling's not been non-existent. So Trossard knows if he has a bad game, he'll play the next game, innit? So that's why I think the competition is kind of dropped very badly. He's very out of form at the moment. So I would say he needs to be dropped. I think he's better as a sub. I don't think he's a starter for us. I think when it comes to the sub, as an impact sub, it's better. When he starts games, he doesn't do anything. Like yesterday, he spunk out the joint yesterday. Didn't do anything at all. With Martinelli now, I don't know what's wrong with him, man. Like, he scored a good goal against Brentford the other day. He's just gone off the boil. Honestly, he's gone off the boil. Like 2 seasons ago, he was very good. He scored 15 goals in the league. Since that season, he hasn't kicked on. Saka's kicked on a lot. He has not kicked on. And I thought that in the summer, if I was the manager, I'd get upgrade on Saka, on Trossard and Martinelli, get an elite winger, goal scoring elite winger who can score goals. I would definitely get upgrade on Saka and Martinelli and so on, because we can't continue saying, oh, he's got good potential, this, that. He's a Brazilian international and he's not showing the qualities of an international player. No, I'm being serious. Honestly, I'm being serious. Like, if you play for Brazil, you have to be level to play for Brazil. You can't be no average player playing for Brazil, innit? Brazil's that level back in the day when they used to win World Cups, Copa Americas. I know the last couple of years they haven't done well, but still, if you play for Brazil, you got to be somebody to play for Brazil. Like, so he hasn't proven at all the qualities of a player that we invested a lot, well, not a lot of money on, but invested in. So back to the drawing board on that one.
But you see my problem with this, yeah, and we can blame Martinelli as much as we want, yeah, as well. But Martinelli for me isn't a winger for a start. You know, he reminds me of a striker. Yeah, James, I just think he reminds me of, you know, a striker. You know, someone that, because when you watch him play, yeah. He's not someone that I say is an excellent dribbler. You've got pace, obviously, yeah, but his game is to be direct in it, you know. Like a striker who is direct. So, you know, ball over the top, Martinelli's running onto it and he's going to finish it. That's the type of striker I get. And once he's in the box, you know, but the thing is, yeah, as a winger, do you know what I'm saying, yeah? On the left, and if Saka's playing on the right, you know, he's not going to be always looking to dart into the box and make diagonal runs to finish off, because he's a winger in it. That's what Arteta has put him as. When he first started with us, if you noticed, a lot of his runs were inside. Yeah, I remember a goal he scored against Villa. I think it was near the end, the winning goal, where I think it was just all over the top, and he was just going straight, you know, just straight running onto it, and he finished it. For me, I think Arteta, he likes to put players as versatile. You know, I want you to play this position, but I also want you to do that. He puts too much emphasis on players, yeah, without actually, you know, drawing out, you know, their best, you know, abilities as a footballer, you know, because I'm sure once these players leave here, they're going to express themselves, yeah, and they're going to come, well, do you know what, I would have loved to play striker or whatever, because how are you like scores? Oh, is Martinelli a purple patch player?
100%, bro.
Yeah.
I think it's been too long. He's been kind of in this rut of form. I think the system that Arteta plays obviously kills a lot of our players. So, and the way that he keeps trying to tinker every season with how we play, that's what I'm trying to say. I think it's all on him. Don't get me wrong. There is, you can blame the players as well. For Trossard, for instance, I don't think he actually wants to be here, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think he wants to start regular. But for me, he hasn't done enough to start. Bearing in mind, the guy's 30 now, bro. Don't think because he's all short and that he's a young player. He's not. You know what I mean? Like Brighton, they never gave us no drama to take Trossard off them. Maybe they knew something we didn't. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But he was always good as a super sub. But now we've got no one to hold that position as their own. So we've got these two guys fiddling around. And you're right. I don't think Martinelli's a winger. Trossard's definitely not a winger. But we're doing up, square holes, whatever that saying is, round pegs, whatever it is. We're doing that all the time. Why can you not just go out and buy a striker, but you're going out to buy a midfielder to play him in striker? You're going out to buy a centre back to play him at left back. Do you know what I'm saying? There's no need for any of this crap. Stop trying to copy Pep. Have your own ideas, yeah? Because after the 22-23 season, when we bottled it, yeah, and we were playing like scary football, that was probably the best football I've seen us play since Wenger, right? You was going to leave. But you're not going to leave now because you're on 15 million a year. Like he is Arsenal. He's the Kroenke shield, bro, to the public. That's why they're the best sporting people. They're not. They've never been interested in what they're one and done, even with their American franchises. And I feel like, Arteta's not, no matter what we want, guys, he ain't going to leave. Unless we don't get Champions League football, he ain't going to leave. But as fans, right? Yes, we can point everything at the owners because I don't think they're being ambitious enough. But a lot of the shit that we find, a lot of the trouble that we find ourselves in this season is purely on Arteta. Pure and simple. He is panicking. He is overthinking. He is just doing everything just wrong, bro. Everything wrong. From you can go and listen to pundits. You can go and listen to fans on YouTube. You can go and listen to whoever you want that's got an opinion about football. They're going to tell you. All of the arguments are going to sound more or less the same about what Arsenal need, about what we're not doing. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, when you say Groundhog Day, that's exactly what it is, bro. Exactly what it is. Martinelli, why can you not beat anybody, bruv? You're trying to run through players like they're going to turn invisible. Do you know what I mean? You're literally trying to run through them. Do you know what I mean? Instead of going right, you cannot beat a player to save your life. That's a fundamental issue for someone trying to be a winger. Why does he never lift his head up? Now, these are just coaching things, bro. Do you know what I mean? Things that if you're a competent coach, you should be able to coach into your players. Now, I feel like the system that we play just kills everyone's creativity. Even Saka, when he plays at home, look how deep he is certain times. Look at Jesus or James, because he had a stinker. That purple patch has come to an end, and I told you it would, bro. I told you it would. Yeah? He had a stinker yesterday. Bro, crossing the ball in, and he's on the left, he's on the right, he's in the midfield. Like, what's going on? We haven't actually got a striker out of club, bro. How many defenders did we have on the bench yesterday? How many academy players? And our bench is fixed apparently after 5 years, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So a lot of this stuff and people diss Emery. This is the last thing I'll say. I'll let someone else come in. Right? Bigger AFC always. We are terrible to watch. Absolutely like pulling teeth. I thought Man City were bad, but every time I watch us, bro, we are like, oh my god, it is it's like torture. We're on a stretch rack every time we have to watch this team play, bro. Boring, side to side, candy dance. Like, do you know what I'm saying? What is going on? It is stinky football, bro, and it doesn't work. I wouldn't even mind if it worked. And we was pragmatic, we was defensive, but we were winning 1-0, and we actually looked comfortable and solid. But we don't. We look at 6s and 7s. We look all over the place, bro. We don't look comfortable. So the moment Brighton got into that game, that was it. There was only one team that should have won that game yesterday, So there's so many problems, but a lot of the things could be pointed back at Arteta. Even when you're talking about Trossard and Martinelli, we shouldn't have that issue of two players fighting for a position that none of them can keep, that none of them are even naturally made for. Do you know what I mean? And that's on Arteta at the end of the day. That's on Arteta.
I agree what you're saying. I feel that, like, with Martinelli, I think it's to try him as a striker and see what he can do. Just try him out there, see what happens. Just try it out and see if it doesn't work after 2 or 3 games, then whatever. But I agree with Al. I think he's a good finisher. He can finish, when he's in the box, it's not like a rush finisher. He can finish, but I don't think he's a winger. And there's good wingers out there that could be available. We've got Mbeumo from Brentford. We get him for 50 million. That's not a lot of money. That's reasonable for as 1 year left on his contract. Someone like that, or even Kudus would be a good sign for us, but it's going to cost a lot of money. West Ham are going to demand
You got
100 million.
Lookman as well.
Yeah, and you got Williams. I know some of these players ain't even like having great goal scoring seasons this year. But sometimes it's
Yeah.
not all about that. Sometimes it's about just getting in the right positions. Like look at Martinelli. Like when he went over to the right after Saka got injured against Palace, like he was having joy for some reason. He was naturally on his right foot. He was getting some crosses in. Do you know what I'm saying? And I thought, right,
Definitely.
this might actually suit him better. Gary Elliott might have actually found his place in the team, like for the minute anyway. And then it's just gone right back to your head's down. You can't beat anyone. You're just trying to run through them. And I've seen James do it a million times as well, right? Even when he's come on to play on the wing or wherever he's playing. Like you're trying to run through players. And as Craig said, you guys are meant to be Brazilian, bro. What is this Bolivian football that we're getting? Jogger finito, bro, because they can't pass anybody. They're trying to run through them like they're Casper the Ghost. It don't work, bro. It really don't work. And yeah, I think why not even try Martinelli through the middle once? Trossard had his best period at Brighton playing as the 10, bro. Do you know what I mean? As the false 9, like support striker. Do you know what I'm saying? And we've got him trying to hold down the left position. You know, we saw when Odegaard was out. Why did you never play Wanyeri in his actual position? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and as soon as Odegaard comes back, you're trying to bring on Wanyeri to save the game when we're playing bad and we're relying on a 17-year-old. Like, we're big Arsenal, phase 5, you know, big Arsenal. And even watching that game against I just forgot who he was playing against, who we drew against. Yeah, there we go. Wanyeri was our brightest spark in that game, bro. Imagine that. He's 17 and he's the brightest spark in the game. We're trying to fish out the ball to him all the time to go and actually do something.
He's injured now as well.
That's what I was going to come on to. That's what I was going to come on to. Why was he taken off? Now, some people were saying it's the yellow and this, that, and the other, but we've seen players. We've seen Saka with yellows. He keeps him on, bro. Do you know what I mean? We've seen other players with yellows. He keeps him on. Jorginho, he keeps him on. So why are you going to take off our only attacking outlet? And I've seen this on bare times this season. Like, we go down to 10 men and we just shut up shop. Do you know what I mean? And we actually look bad when we do that. We don't look comfortable. I don't know how you guys feel, but every time I've seen us trying to do this shut up shop pragmatic thing, like, I'm scared, but I'm nervous. Do you know what I'm saying? So for me, there's a lot that all points to Arteta this year. Do you know what I mean? Even down to fundamental things that the players are doing. Do you know what I mean? As a competent coach, you should be able to spot that and make changes. You know what I mean?
Do you know what? I'm probably gonna get a copyright for this, but I don't have business, bro. Yeah, let me just share this thing quickly. I don't care today, bro, man. But let's hear what man had to say. Yeah.
The January transfer window is open. What are Arsenal's plans?
At the moment is to keep looking after our players, getting the best out of them, and let's see.
Look at this draft, bro. I don't even know if I could do
it. But at the moment, the focus is our players that they are really good.
And with the
Did you hear what man said?
It's a disgrace, guys. Honestly, every time I see this guy talking, I'm sorry. I didn't want to spoil it for you, my bro, but I get so hot. Like, what are you looking at, my brother? You're going to look at internal solutions. Even before Saka and Sterling were injured, now Ethan Wanyeri, muscular injury. Like, what more do we need to do?
He's not playing on Tuesday. He's not playing on Tuesday. No,
of course he ain't playing. To be honest, even if he didn't have a muscular injury, I doubt he would have played anyway. Like, why did you even swap Miles Lewis-Skelly out of his position when he completed the 90 minutes? He's been holding down that position well, bro. Every time this Dracula-looking guy talks, bro, I just get mad. I don't even know what he's saying. I don't know if you've got a good grasp on the English language. Internal solutions, my brother. We had the smallest squad in the league anyway, before all of these injuries, bro. And if I speak, let someone else speak, bro.
Greg, listen, yeah, I'm going to let you take the reins, bro, because I need to go 5 minutes and I'm going to be back. So, man, please just take over for a minute and talk your thing, yeah? I'll be back in a bit. But when I come back, we're going to talk about the fans, yeah? So just give me a few minutes. I just need to just go and do something quickly, yeah?
Yeah, man.
No worries.
You lot chat.
Yeah, man, no worries, man.
Yeah, I saw that, like the new players in the new players. I went to it for the summer. if you get players in January, so we get 4 players for example in January, you get rid of maybe, so we get rid of Tomiyasu, we get rid of Tierney, get rid of some of the deadwood as well, then and we can like reinvest in the squad. We need good back. I will ask to buy players who are going to start, not players who are going to be on the bench. So I want players who are going to bench man like Jesus, man, I'm going to bench man like Martinelli, bench man like players who are going to come in and do a job. I still think we're weak at centre back. If Gabriel and Saliba get injured, we have no one to replace him. I don't rate Kivior.
No,
Every
but we
time
saw
Kivior
that.
plays, look against Palace, got bullied by Mentessa, bullied him. He made a mistake in the League Cup as well against them when he the ball went over the top. He misjudged the ball and then went and scored. So I don't think he's a good defender for us. Maybe he's good in the Italian league. The Italian league is a slower league, and he'll do well in a less physical league, isn't it? Not physical, but more physical than the Premier League. The defenders I'm looking at who should go for someone like Mark Gay at Crystal Palace. I like him. I think he's a good centre back. I think him. Maybe I think Tomori's available as well. Milan want to sell Tomori. I think he'll be a good defender for us as a backup. Tomori, he used to play for Chelsea. He's a good
Yeah, no, you're
defender.
right. And to be honest with you, bro.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, bro, like Calafiori's a centre back, my bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're absolutely right, and we still need a left back. We still ain't got a natural left back at the club, bro. We still haven't got someone to hold down that position. Big like AFC always as well, saying views. If you hire a clown, you will get a circus. And yeah, and you're right. I mean, it's we needed players. We came into the season poorly, in my opinion. We spent all summer getting Calafiori and Moreno, and as you said, for me, they're squad players. They improve the squad. They don't improve the first team. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like the evidence that we've seen from both of them so far proves it. I haven't seen enough in Calafiori. I think you're quite good going forward, but in terms of your timing defensively and your positioning and stuff, like you're a bit suspect to me, bro. I just got to say, I'm going to give you time. You've only just come here. The same for Moreno. But I don't see him as an upgrade on Xhaka, bro. I really don't.
No, definitely not. Xhaka was
what I mean? I don't see him as an upgrade to Xhaka at all. So you're right, bro. We needed players that can come and actually challenge. Like Saka's the most comfortable footballer in the world before he got injured, obviously. And the same for Martinelli and Trossard on the right. That there is a period where they know if one player is not doing well, the other player is going to get a shout, and then that's it. Like there is no other options. So we were short in the summer. We're definitely short now. Seeing that interview, every time I see what he says, bro, if I had any hair left, I'll pull it out because like you come and said, Arteta came out and said we were short in the summer. So I don't know what the difference is now with all of the injuries and everything else that's happened, bro. So just crazy.
But I feel like as well that I think for left back, I think there's 2 left backs in the Premier League that I would go for. The guy from Fulham, Robert, what's his name? The American left back. He's good, man. His name is Anthony Robertson. I think his name
Robinson.
is.
I think it was beginning with I think it's Robinson. Yeah.
I think so. The left back, he's solid. I like the left back at Bournemouth. I think he's good as well. I think his name's called starts with a K. Something K. Starts with his name is Kirkez or something like that. I think his name's Kirkez. I think Liverpool looking at him as well. I think he'll be a good left back for us. So he looks solid. Them are the 2 left backs I would try. I would go for. Midfield now, I'd like to replace Jorginho. I would like to go for I like that guy who played at Barbina, when he played yesterday, centre mid. Plays for Brighton. I think he does decent. Baleba, yeah. He does decent. On the wing, maybe in Burma or Nicholas Williams from Nico Williams from Bilbao. We've got a release clause of like 48 million, so we can trigger the release clause and just have to convince the player to come.
No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Go on, sorry, carry on.
Strikers now, I'll look at maybe Isak is the one I want to get, but he's not gonna come now anyway. I'll say go for someone like what strikers are available. Gokres is not available either.
I think he is, bro.
Can we get him now?
Yeah. Because the thing is Arsenal's doing up like Iceland again, innit? This is what we always do. Like I'm so fed up of us not going out to get cream of the crop players. Like we're all looking at Gyökeres, Isak, and then Arsenal's coming up with Sesko. Do you know what I'm saying? And that is the pattern that we have all the time. But you're absolutely right. I mean, just going back to just going back to the wingers and what you were saying, you know, you got Lookman, because we're even looking at someone like Mbeumo, and I think Mbeumo would bang for us. But really and truly, if we did buy Mbeumo, say for instance, and Acuna, do you feel that that's a real needle pusher? Can you really look at those players? Like, I mean, because it was only a few years ago we was looking at players like that to come and help the team get back into top 4. I kind of feel like we've outgrown them kind of players. Like, I know people are saying Nico Williams has had a bad season this year, but I feel like his ability to get past players, all right, his ability to be direct would help us so much, even if he ain't contributing with all of the goals. So, excuse me, I definitely agree with you there. And just look, just you going through the list of players that you feel could help this team. We're talking about 3 or 4 players, bro. Just for the first team. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
just for the first team, bro. After phase 5, after all this money spent, and just you can't say this is good enough, man. It just really ain't. And then when you've got the manager, we're in a real bad situation at the moment. This is bad. Like, Saka might not be the same player, guys. And I want people to really like understand what it might be. Like, I'm not hoping that's the case. You know, he's young, he's 23, but excuse me, he really might not be the same player. And a lot of this is down to him. Now look at Nwaneri. Did he look? He's not even played enough games this year to be having muscular injuries. Like, everyone that comes to Arsenal, it's like you just get cropped straight away. I don't know what's going on in training. I don't know what's going on training on the car park, you know. And it's Arteta. You're running these players into the ground. You're playing them in wrong positions, and you know. And I think it's these recovery runs. I don't know what's going on the medical side of Arsenal for us to have all of these injuries. But we need players. We needed players then. We need players now. And nothing's getting done. And the last thing I'll say before I let someone jump in, because I'm seeing AFC always talking about Fabian Ruiz and Olmo and Elise, Gyökeres, Osherman. Loads of these players have got release clauses this January transfer window. Gyökeres would be 80 million, but Arsenal don't want to get him because they want to get him in the summer for 60 million. Lazy and cheap, all right? We know Osherman's got a buyout clause already, okay? And we know that he can score goals. If we buy him, we expect him to score goals. Olmo is having loads of problems. Barcelona cannot register him. Why are we not just going in to put pressure? Nico Williams has got a release clause. I think Kudus has got a release clause. I think Eze had one. I'm not sure about Marmoush. I'm talking about there's a selection of quality players that's ready for us to go and get right now. And Arsenal's going to give you waffle. Arsenal's going to tell you it's difficult in January. 100 million in January is no different from 100 million in the summer. That's 100%. All it is. That's literally, that's it. And like I said, there's a whole list of players. They've all got release clauses. And there was a whole list of players that all had release clauses in the summer. And we didn't even dip our finger in the sand. You know what I mean? We didn't even dip our toe in and see if so you're absolutely right, bro. We need loads of players. And there's loads of players that's actually available right now, and the club's just not doing it. So I don't know what you make of that. Do you know what I mean?
Well, apparently, you know, fans were saying, and let's talk about the fans now for a moment. Yeah, fans in the summer were saying this was an 8 out of 10 window on the players that we brought in. And I want to just focus on the fans. We get back to the players and the team in a moment, because this is pure Arsenal that we're talking about now. Yeah. I can see like a minority of like Arsenal fans now, just calling out the club, calling out the manager. You know, obviously you've got some man that's scared to like voice their opinions, which that's cool, and you can have your different opinions, but there's some people that are just keeping it 100. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, big respect out to them as well. But when you look at certain content creators, I'm not going to name no names, you know, trying to do this thing of like, well, you know, Arteta, you know, is a great manager. You know, you're wrong to say, oh, to keep, not to keep him. You're wrong to say Arteta out and all that kind of stuff. What's your answer to that?
Me or Craig?
Anyone, open.
Craig, I'll let you take it away, my bro.
It's open floor.
I feel it's a money thing, isn't it? Like they don't want to. They might have links to the club and they want to have good relationship with the club, innit? I think a lot of them don't want to say what they really think, innit? They're hiding behind the mirror, innit? So if they really want to say what they really think, they might lose subscribers, they might lose sponsorship or whatever. So there's a lot trust me, there's a lot of things that happen that we don't know behind the scenes. So
Mhm.
I'd rather talk the truth than me care about getting sponsorship or whatever. It's about being honest. As a fan, you got to be honest with your team. If a team's playing crap, the team's playing crap, innit? Say they're playing crap. They're not going to say they're playing good crap when they're not playing good. So you have to be honest and speak the truth. Other fans are laughing at us
Mm.
when they say deluded things online, like, oh, Arsenal going to win the Champions League, Arsenal going to win the league. Stop being deluded. It's not going to happen. It's not saying it can't happen, but we haven't got the right manager for it to happen because it's too stubborn. If you're a stubborn person, you're not going to go far in life. He's not been stubborn. He's been stubborn for too long now, and the only reason why they haven't sacked him, I really feel, because he got in Champions League football. Once you don't get Champions League football, then it's going to be a problem for the money, the less money, the TV money is not going to come in. You know what I mean? Players are going to leave. Like, I'll give you a scenario. Saliba right now, yeah. Real Madrid are sniffing for him. Him and Gabriel, both of them are sniffing both of them. If we don't win something this season, either 1 or 2 go.
We got 2
Honestly.
years. We got 2 years of Saliba, bro. So enjoy him while you can, innit? That's all I say.
Trust me, Saliba will go to Real Madrid and cook at Real Madrid. I'm sorry, he will cook at Real Madrid.
Mhm.
He'll make them good at defense. Him and Rudiger at the back. Oh my gosh! And if they get Trent as well from Liverpool, Trent, Saliba, Rudiger, and the left back. That team is, and they already got Bellingham. They got Tremaine. They got Camavinga. But their team will be elite, man. And Mbappe. They got Vinicius. Rodrigo. Imagine that team with all
That's
them
a
players.
proper team, bro. Do you know what I mean?
That's what we call a proper squad. Like that's what we call a proper team.
But didn't we leave the Emirates to be like this though? Was it the whole point of us leaving the
Apparently
Emirates?
so.
We got man like Marino.
Yeah, apparently so. We took all summer to get this guy as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, why is it that that there might be a select position that the world of football is after, and we never go for the first player in that position? Like Liverpool was going for Zubimendi this year, and if Zubimendi weren't so homesick, he would have been playing for Liverpool right now. Like, just deep that for a minute. Why is it that we always go in for, like I was saying to Craig, we're in conversations about Isco and Gyökeres, and man's talking about Tesco, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I said to Abs before, it's all about the language with this club. This club is a public relations spinning machine, champions of the public relation. Yeah, you're talking about Gyökeres. Oh, we don't know if he's proven. Oh, he's expensive. You're talking about Isak. He's injury prone. Oh, he might be too expensive. This, that, and the other. You're talking about Sesko. We're ready to strike. We've done the groundwork. Just listen to the language, bro. I am so sick of this club. This is why we moved to the Emirates to challenge Real Madrid. Why are we never in? Like Mbappe's having a bad time at Madrid. Rodrigo's why are we never in to say, come here, bruv? Just come here and live. Do you know what I mean? Because he'd come in, not be a striker. He'd just go and clean up the left side. That's his straight away. You're like the Saka on the left now. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, why do we never do that? Rodrigo having a bad time. Danny Olmo can't be signed. Like Barcelona are broke. Why are we not coming in with our money and saying, boom, boom, boom? Even if we get turned down, we got turned down by Sesko. What more can be? What can be more embarrassing than that? We got Sesko telling us, I'm not being a backup to Kai. Now, bear in mind, right? Just going back to the manager, I know we're talking about the fans and the content creators, but like I said, a lot of this thing falls on his shoulders, bro. A lot of it falls on his shoulders because Unai Emery come out and said, don't you remember that January? We ain't got no money. And I think that might be a reason why he ended up getting dashed out. You know what I mean? Because he weren't going to sit here just being this little touch guy in the corner. Do you know what I mean? This little abused guy who don't say anything. Unai came out and said, hey, what? We don't have no money. And then this whole January transfer window thing was just squashed. Yeah, we might not have liked it, but at least it was the truth. Do you see what I'm saying? But now, when we're looking at our squad, bare bones, thinner than my hair, bro. Thinner than a Rizla, yeah? Bare bones. We've got no players. We've got no attacking options on the bench, right? And you're looking at internal solutions. You're talking about Ethan Nwaneri playing up front, Kai Havertz playing right wing. Like, what are we actually doing here? What are we actually doing here? Why are these owners not saying, yo, bro, like, you know what I mean? Like this time last season, like we were top of the league. This time last season, like we was nowhere near this. Do you know what I'm saying? Like we're meant to be winning the league this year, but they don't really care. And I feel like they've said that to Arteta. Something's happened behind the scenes, and I feel like Arteta is now just doing ultimate PR. He's doing ultimate defense for the club. You're on 15 million a year. They're not gonna sack you. only if we maybe don't get Champions League football. And now you're just doing up defending PR with shit in your eyes, bro, because we already had the smaller squad. I keep saying the same thing. We're down to the bare scraps, as AFC always says. We're down to the bare scraps, the minimum. We can't even field attackers. We've got no options off the bench. And you're still not going into the market. So, bro.
You know what, bro? I can point so many things about this club. Eddie Nketiah giving the 14 shirt, 100 grand a week. Reece Nelson, 100 grand a week. You know, keeping players beyond their sell-on day. But I really need to focus on these fans, because you got man like AFC always in our chat. He's usually always in the chat, and he's been 100% consistent. Yeah. Sometimes, you know what? Yeah. Sometimes, you know what, you want to watch a game and see how it goes. But AFC always reminds me, innit, of, you know what, how this club is progressing. Now, I don't care if Arsenal fans want to call us negative. Yeah. You don't need to be soft at me, innit, my channel, innit. Go and watch, you know, a positive, over positive channel if you want, Arsenal channel. But if you're on the whole positive spectrum, then this channel isn't for you, because, you know, we're here to talk opinions, obviously, but we're here to also like call out certain things. And for me, the fan base is so divided right at this time. But do you see things changing? Like, if we go out of the cups, do you see fans like changing on this manager? Or do you still think, and this is open to anyone, do you still think there's going to be, you know, those certain fans that are Arteta FC fans more than Arsenal fans?
No,
It's wild. Go on, Craig, go on.
I feel that if we don't win a trophy this season, the fans will turn. I think they'll turn. They'll turn, because I know with the Wenger thing, I know that all them man turn against Wenger towards the end. I think Wenger kind of overstayed his welcome. I think he should have left after he won the FA Cup in 2014. So left after that, and then he could have got a new man, because I think Guardiola was available at the time. He was on sabbatical after he left Barcelona, and before he went to Bayern, he was available. 7 o'clock, Klopp was available before he went to Liverpool. And then we could have gone for him when Wenger was still right. Could have just transitioned, made move upstairs and make I made another manager come in and replace him. And what happened? He stagnated out the joint, and the fans had enough and got rid of him. Arteta hasn't won one FA Cup. That was a COVID Cup. I said that so many times. It was a COVID Cup, because there was COVID times he won the FA Cup, and that was Emery's team. That wasn't even his team. That was Emery's team that won that FA Cup. He had Aubameyang, he had Lacazette, he had Pepe, he had all them players. He had young Saka, he had Reece Nelson, he had Emi Martinez. That Aston Villa doing well now. Even that.
How many of those players would you take back now? Just to jump
all of them.
Bro.
All of them.
Tell them again.
Banging goals in Saudi Arabia right now as we speak. He's banging goals for fun right now.
Tell them again.
Martinez, I would not score Martinez. I think he's a better goalkeeper than Reyes, to be honest with you. I think Martinez is a quality keeper.
Like right now, he's better than Reyes. Absolutely.
Right, 100%.
Mm.
And Arteta said he doesn't want to. When he left Arsenal, I think the reason why he left because Arteta said that he's going to be number 2 to Bernd Leno. It was better than Bernd Leno. I'm sorry, Bernd Leno was not all that for Arsenal anyway. He made loads of mistakes. Not good with the ball going over in the air. And then he kept Bernd Leno. What happened? He sold him 6 months. A year later, he went and bought in Ramsdale to replace Bernd Leno. So they no, you remember Ab? No,
I remember.
And
the thing is,
the
thing is, we still ain't got it sorted, bruv. If something happens to Raya, who's been inconsistent in the last few weeks, then we're back to the wrong Neto again, or a 16-year-old.
Roberto, mate.
Like, yeah, we're on to fucking Norbert again, fam. Like, we've got no option. Like, we still ain't got a backup keeper. Like, why let Ram? I don't care if he wants to play. You're under contract, bro. So if it don't suit my plans right now, and this is what I'm trying to say in terms of the manager. But anyway, let me not do that. Let's talk about the fans quickly, because I know that's what Abs wants to chat about. And big up AFC always. He's saying AFTV don't help with the younger generation of fans because they have never seen Arsenal win league titles, cups, etc. And that's very true, because people in my age bracket, people around the Dan Potts generation, do you understand? The same for you guys, maybe. We've grown up seeing our team do bits, doubles, invincibles, challenging. You get me? Arguably the best player in Premier League history, and Thierry Henry ripping up the Premier League. Like, we've seen our club do bits. We got rid of Wenger for doing top 4 and cups. Whereas now we kind of be biting your arm off for cups. Do you know what I'm saying? So like we have regressed, and the fans is what is another thing that really holds this club back. And there's going to be a massive divide because we are the most bantered fans in the country. Yeah. And when I look at it now and I'm looking online, and I can't even blame other rivals. I can't blame them because it's like we've got the most blue badge fan base there is. How can you look on this and say, and like I said, it's purely because of the age gap. I think it's the age gap. The younger kids that have grown up seeing Arsenal finish 8th, 5th, all these shit positions, now they're seeing us a couple of seconds and challenging a couple of times. They think, oh, this is the new Wenger for them. This is the new Messiah. They haven't seen anything better than that. But we know the problems. So I feel like there's a big divide in the fan base. There's going to be a big divide in the fan base. But I feel that Arsenal as a club are in big trouble because even if, say, for instance, the percentage goes to like 50-50 with positive, negative, or 60-40 even, like you've got more negative than you've got positive, they're always going to put bums on the seats, my bro. Like we're a tourist day out. Yeah? We're a tourist day out. So I when I'm trying to look at it and say, how is this going to change? How is the fans gonna do their job? And I don't think we ever are, bro. Because when I watch AFTV and I see people like Julian and people like Ty, you know, and I'm just like, can I just have whatever they're smoking, bro? Because honestly, I would love to have that outlook on life, to be so positive about everything. Do you know what I'm saying? And the club hasn't proved enough for me to be that. But I'd love to be positive every day. You think I don't want my club to win? I'm sick of seeing us lose. I'm sick of seeing us being bantered. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sick of seeing us acting like
a small man
the smallest club on the planet, bro. The smallest club on the planet. How many world-class players have we ever had in this team?
This team now.
This team in Arsenal in general, bro. Like when we had Bergkamp, when we had TT, when we had Overmars, when we had Pires, we made all of those players, bro.
Aubameyang was in the strikes as well. He scored goals everywhere he went.
Who?
Aubameyang when he was at Arsenal, he scored goals every time.
Right, but we only got him out of circumstance, my brother. It weren't because we went out and prized him away from a team, bro. Yeah, the same as Ozil. We got him because he wasn't wanted at Madrid no more. The same as Alexis Sanchez. There wasn't a position for him at Barcelona no more. That's the only way we get these kind of players of that ilk. We don't go out right now and say to Sporting, we don't care what's going on with you. Here's 80 million euros or 80 million sterling. We're taking them off you right now. When have we ever done that?
It's true.
This is a problem for me as well now. It's like it's almost now the same things happen. It's like
Groundhog Day, as you said.
I'm just getting sick of man talking about getting Isak and Gyökeres and stuff like that. Because if I was them, man, now I'm only coming to Arsenal for a payday because you know what? Yeah, there is a potential that we can help you to go on and win things. But in this system now, I think even Arteta will mess it up with Isak and Gyökeres at this stage because the way man's playing, so defensive, he'll have Isak winning. Remember when Arteta had Aubameyang literally playing as a left wing back?
Yes.
Yeah, trying to win headers in defense and sitting on our corners on the post and all that. I fear that this man will send us back to them kind of ages. So as well as I'm excited about Isak and Gyökeres coming in under Arteta's reign, I am not too sure about that, bro. I'm not too sure.
And it begs the question. Remember, we was talking about it in hindsight last time. It begs the question, right? Forget about whether Arsenal have got the ambition to go out and buy these players. Can Arteta deal with these players? Can he manage these players? Can he actually get a world-class player over the line? Right now, we're in January. We still ain't got a sporting director. Like, we're being linked with some guy called Igor, bruv. Another James. Yeah? We got linked with the ice lolly, Solero or something. Do you get me? And I don't know who this guy is. I've never heard of him in my life.
Solero.
You know? So, and then you're going to have all of the papers. You're going to have all the other content creators, the Mutant channel, Transfer News Daily. Like, it's a joke, bro. Our team and the whole club, our fan base, it's all a joke. These men are just making money off of the negativity, to be honest with you. You get me? And there's even some people that are true with what they're saying, yeah, They're not just here chatting rubbish or trying to be a top gooner or whatever. They still make their money off negativity, but just off them having rants, and they're just fed up with the club. It's entertainment, innit? But like, as we go back to the main crux of it, like even if we did get world class players, could he even manage them? Could he even manage them? I remember all of the attitude problem, Ozil, Aubameyang, toxic players with high wages. Look at the wages that these guys are on now. Gabriel James, $250,000 a week. What has he ever done to earn that? Kai Havertz, the biggest problem in Ox. I don't care what no one says, whether he's good enough or what. He's not a striker. He's not a midfielder. Like, what is he, bro? And you're on 290K a week. So how are we supposed to go and get a gunman when we've got our backup on 300K a week? Like, it's fundamentally bad decisions from the club, like GMVQ business from the club. We've given away 1 million players for free. Like, what has changed since Arteta come in? There's 1 million decisions. Yes, all right, we've had a little bit of upturn in fortune, but what now? Now City's fallen off a cliff, and anyone can just come in and sweep up. The same Liverpool that everyone's given all of this ratings, they were behind us 2 years in a row, bro, with the same players, with this world-class squad, yeah, with Klopp. And we finished above them 2 years in a row. So yes, they are a good team. Yes, they have world-class players. But how have we regressed so fucking badly, bro? How have we fell off a cliff so badly, bro? This is the same level. They only bought Chiesa, my bro. That's it. It's the same Liverpool team that we've come above two years in a row. Like, what is going on at this team? Like, I'm starting to lose it, bro. Like, honestly, what is going on, bro? So yes, Liverpool got world-class players. But we've come above this team 2 years in a row, bro, with the same squad that we've got.
I think AFC always asked a question earlier about when Lacazette and Aubameyang, do you think they have a better talent with Aubameyang and Lacazette than we have now? 100%. If we had Aubameyang yesterday, we win that game. If we had Lacazette yesterday, we win that game. Both of them together, put Aubameyang maybe on the left and put Lacazette through the middle. We'll win that game comfortably yesterday. No doubt in that. No doubt that we'll win that game.
No doubt. Aubameyang was a gunman. Like, we haven't replaced him. We haven't replaced Xhaka. We didn't even replace Vieira. Like, we've always been known to be a team to attack, to play good football. Do you get me? To be gung ho, entertaining Arsenal, the Arsenal, the Cannons. You know what I mean? Like, and we are playing the most stinky football ever. We got rid of those players to replace them with worse players on the same kind of money. Like, if we had Aubameyang and Lacazette right now, we wouldn't be in this position. I'm telling you that for a fact, bro. We might not be at the top of the league, but we'd be a lot closer to Liverpool. I don't think we'd be struggling for creativity.
Yeah.
So for me, we've gone backwards, guys, innit? I mean, we've gone backwards, man.
The problem is we've got too many yes men in the squad. That's what Arteta likes. Like, men that tell players to do something. Yes, boss. Yes, master. Yes, master. He hasn't got anybody to tell him, no, I don't agree on this. I don't think I should play there. Honestly, I think that's the problem. Lacazette, them man, they told Lacazette to play left back. Lacazette, I'm not playing left back. Them man, they will stand up to the manager.
Yeah.
They didn't like that. That's why he got, think about it, that's why he got rid of them.
Yeah, big Pierre Aubameyang. We think I'm playing left back, bro. Like, what big gunman like Aubameyang, bro? Like, are you mad? And like you said, he was scoring everywhere he went. We was lucky to be able to get him, just like we was lucky to be able to get someone like a Sanchez. Now look at Sanchez just quickly, right? Someone who on his own could flip a whole game.
Yeah.
Because if you want quality, you got to flip and pay for it. It's that simple in life. Yeah, you keep wanting to be a cheapskate and buying all the cheap stuff. It's gonna fall apart on you, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? You might enjoy it, but it's not gonna have the same quality, is it? Yeah. You go out, you go and buy yourself a villa. You got your own pool, your own space, your own privacy. Yeah. You pay for quality. That is it. Look at Man United, right? They're probably in the worst position that I've ever seen this club. A massive club like mid-table United. Yeah, they're all the way down there and they're still out like they've had a better season than us in the last couple of years. They've spent less than us, but even they realize, whoa, if you want quality, you've got to pay for it. Look at their wage structure, bro, at Man United. Because and they've got a load of garbage, but even Chelsea, they know if you want quality, you've got to go and pay for it. Chelsea were in the mud. Let's throw $1 billion at it, and some of that shit is stuck to the wall because they're not looking so bad now. Their trajectory is actually looking better than ours. Do you know what I'm saying? In terms of their squad, in terms of their jigsaw, they need the goalkeeper, they need the defender, and maybe a backup striker. and Chelsea will challenge.
Mm.
And when you look at Arsenal after phase 5, I keep coming back to the same shit. Phase 5, 800 million spent, and we need about 5 players, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Bellerin should be kicked out of Arsenal for saying that Sanchez wanted to win too much. That's the mentality. That's the problem. Sanchez
That's the
wants to
problem.
win, and Bellerin and them man want to play football like they play FIFA and lose on FIFA, getting spanked on FIFA, like that kind of mentality. So it goes to show that Sanchez had a winning mentality. I would love to see Sanchez in the Invincible team. You know, he would have cooked for that Invincible team back in the day if it wasn't that Invincible team, or the season after we won the league. If he had him then. Like,
Bro, how many games? I just remember watching Alexis.
He would have cooked in them games. I'm telling you.
Absolutely.
Sanchez.
I mean, look at some of the plays that we've had, right? Now, everyone was saying it was bad for Arsene Wenger and Emery, but if you go through their teams and compared to what we got now, there's still loads of players I would take from them teams and put them in this team. But we've had players like that. The little magician, Arshavin. We had players that can go and grab the game by the scruff of its neck. I remember watching Alexis grab the game by the scruff of its neck, bro, when the team's playing shit, and go and do something. We need moments players. That's what we need. Everyone can see it. Everyone knows it, except for this club and except for the manager. To be honest with you, like I said, I don't even know what this manager would do with these players, even if he did have them. I really don't. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
for some of the decisions that he's making now, it doesn't fill me with confidence that if we did get you these kind of players, you're actually going to do something with them. You know? And that's what I was thinking. Someone like, go on, Abs, go on.
No, I would love an Egal or Dawood or one of these, you know, Arteta winners to be on this stream now to explain, do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yesterday's game and explain, you know what I mean? You know, our title aspirations now. But you know what the thing is with them, man, yeah, them man are just here just for the fun, innit? Them man are just here for the views, you know, for the subs. Them man are
that guy controls, sorry to jump in, that guy controls 50,000 people, bro. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Man can barely get to 300. This guy control, like, and this is what I'm trying to say. So I don't know whether it's like the people that's even older than I am, or loads of the younger.
Yeah.
I don't know who he's targeting, because there's so many people that are like him, bro. That's why the club is in this situation, and it's no disrespect to him. You get me? But honestly, when I look at, I just think to myself, are we looking at the same thing? Like, are we in the same reality here? Do you know what I mean? Because
he's flip-flopping though, but he's flip-flopping.
That's how far the standards
every minute.
That's how far the standards of drop, Abs. You get me? Because even Man United, that's my point. I kind of forgot to bring that up, right? They got rid of Ten Hag, right? 600 million spent, 2 years at the club, 2.5 years, 2 trophies, bro. They got rid of him. They got rid of him. Arteta, 800 million spent, 5 years, no CV, no experience beforehand, yeah? And he's been given a new £15 million a year contract.
Second highest.
Yeah, only second to Pep. What has this guy done?
For what? For what?
Exactly. What is he? So we have always been this club that rewards nothingness. We re-signed Reece Nelson on 100 grand for what? Like, I can go on and on. Look at AFC always. 3 hot dogs in the stadium will cost you edge note, bro. £50. It's a disgrace. When I was last at the Emirates, I got sick of those hot dogs, bro, for a whole week throwing up. I do not put money into this club anymore. I used to be a season ticket holder. I do not go anymore. Because my standards are up here, bro. When these new fans, they've not seen anything different. They don't know anything different. They've only seen us 8th, 5th, fighting, struggling.
So second is like a trophy to them, man. Then,
bro. And me and you are old enough to know, does second feel different from 4th, bro?
Yeah. All three of us are what?
There you go, Craig. Sorry, I don't mean to. Obviously, I don't know your kind of age bracket, but yeah,
I'm 37, so I've been around.
But there you go. So you're in my age bracket, bro. So you've had the same childhood that I had, my brother. We had good childhoods. You understand? I was good in school, bro. I've seen players like I've seen Thierry Henry in the flesh. I've seen Ian Wright 4-1 against Bolton at Highbury. I've seen him break his goal record 189. I was there. Do you know what I'm saying to you, bro?
Definitely, the good old days.
We was challenging in the Champions League way more at Highbury than we was here at the Emirates. There was an atmosphere at Highbury. There was a whole feel when you used to walk through the area, bro. Do you understand what I'm saying? You know, why did we leave that stadium? We was actually doing better there than we're doing at the Emirates.
It's all greed. If we're staying at Highbury, I think we'd have done better. We'd have won something more bigger. And even the season when we got to the Champions League final against Barcelona, I do remember we were 1-0 up. So Campbell
Bruv,
scored that
Henry
header.
missed like 3 opportunities in that
Henry-
game, bro.
Three? It wasn't
Yeah.
3. It was like 10.
Well,
The man
what
was
3
bare
1-on-1s?
chances.
He had like I remember 3 1-on-1s clearly,
Nah.
bruv. And I was like TT, bro. Obviously, I always loved that guy. I'm always gonna love him, but like that year, bro. That year, bro. That year, man.
Nah,
Honestly.
he bottled the final, man. I'm sorry. Much I love him as well. He bottled that final. I'm telling you,
He
he could
did.
have scored a hat trick in the first half. 3 1-on-1. He missed bare chances.
Bare
And
chances. Like the team was stinging him.
Lemon should have been sent off as well. That was
Nah,
wrong.
I know, but he was handling the game. I felt right up until like the last moments. Do you know what I mean? I felt like we was handling the game, but that was my only time seeing it, my only ever time, bro. And this is what we moved to this new stadium to do: to challenge Bayern, to challenge Madrid, and to be in this Champions League and to be knocking on doors. And that's what we've just not done that, bro. It's just all been PR spinning about the stadium. We was only paying back 20 million a year, so that was all bollocks. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
Arsene Wenger was doing up FFP 5 years before it even came into existence. Like, what was all that about, bro? This is the reason we got rid of him. You know, this is the reason we got rid of him, because we wanted. This is why we moved. Don't bring out a varsity jacket. Don't bring out merch. We probably released the most merch this year.
100%, loads of it. Yeah,
And we've done nothing on the pitch. I wouldn't care if we was actually doing stuff on the pitch. If we actually invested in the squad, I wouldn't care.
Can I just wanted to think. So looking into the future now, fast forward to next season now. Is it going to be just Liverpool and City now?
City are gonna have a massive rebuild. They're gonna rebuild in the summer. All them players you see there now, the older players like the Jack Grealish, the Kevin De Bruyne's, maybe the John Stones of this world, and Carl Walker, they'll be all moved on in the summer. They're bringing younger, fresh, hungry players to win. They got the money, they can do it.
Why can't we do that, Craig? Then you're saying City are going to do this and do that. Why are we not thinking about doing that?
It's the manager. It's the manager. It's too stubborn, man. He's gonna have faith in. He's gonna give Jorginho a 5-year contract, and then
Bro,
give him a 5-year contract.
5 years.
let me tell you, it's all.
I'm being serious.
Yeah, it's all this club, bro. It's all this club. Like, look at Abramovich, right? When they took over Chelsea, Chelsea were a tin pot club before that. Couple of cup wins, they were nothing. The same as Man City, they were rubbish. They had Paulo One Chop. I used to watch them. Yeah, Premier League days, bro. They were rubbish, bro. Yeah, they had both Chelsea and Man City are the luckiest clubs in world football. They had great managers. When Roman Abramovich came in, he cleared up all their debt. He was buying Crespo for 50 million. This player, that player, Veron. They were fucking it up. Sorry for my language, yeah, but that's how passionate I am. This owner came in and done the business. I want this club to be big because
He was a fan as well, though. That's the thing about
not just that.
Roman.
The moment they win on the pitch, it don't matter what you do off the pitch. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Because the moment, and he didn't even rebuild their stadium, bruv, like that. He didn't move them out. He just made their team better. Look at the Mansours. They come into Man City. They've regenerated the area the same way Arsenal did, bro. They've got all these nice shops and restaurants. Are you seeing anyone up there complaining? No, because they invest in their squad. They're a serious team. If they have one bad year this year, it don't matter. Pep's just done a 4P. He can have a year off. And he knows. Yeah, they're not scared to have a winning manager at their club that's gonna say, "Here, what? I need this, that, and that. Go out and get it for me." Arteta's not that guy, bro. Arteta's a yes.
You don't think he's going to approach the board and say, "You know what? Listen, Josh,
he needs help.
Man,
he needs help
I need
right
help.
now."
Are you gonna? Do you think he's going to approach and say, "I need some help, you know, brother"? Or is he going to sit on his 15 mil and just say, "You know what? Top 4, I'm calm."
He's looking at that. He's looking at that 50 million in his bank every day, brother. He probably still can't believe it himself. He probably wakes up having nightmares. Oh my days, like, have I actually got 50? He has to recheck his contract every day. You get me? They're the best sporting people in the world. No, they're not.
Stealing a living.
Criminal. And the Cronkies have been doing it ever since they got here. When they first got here, they were taking 3 million a year out of our club just to pay for their insurance, bruv, for their fucking ranches over in Colorado and shit. That's what they've been doing, taking money out of the club every year, not putting it in like Abramovich, not putting it in like the Mansours to make their club actually bang. Yeah, I wouldn't care what the owners did. They can bring out a varsity jacket every day. If my team is banging on the pitch, winning, I don't care what you do. I don't think anyone would. But when you're telling us we can't buy any players. We ain't got any money. You know, all of this shit's against us. The PGMOL, all this PR that you keep spinning out, but yet we've brought out 10 different strips this year, bro. Like, what are we doing? This club ain't serious, bro. And it comes down to the owners, bro. And I think Arteta has turned into a massive yes man because of that money that he is now getting in his bank, innit?
I agree. I feel that any other manager will say good about ultimatum. Either you back me or lose me kind of thing. And if they tend to lose him, then it's fair dues get another manager. Do you remember when Arteta was going to be appointed? Yeah, I think Everton appointed Ancelotti around the same time. So Arsenal were linked to Ancelotti and we decided to go for Arteta. I don't know if you remember that time.
Nah, serious.
Yeah, I remember that time, bro. I was fuming.
Arteta or Ancelotti. Ancelotti was available. He got sacked. I think it was in either Italy. He got sacked. Somewhere country got sacked, didn't it? And he was available. And we could have got Ancelotti or Arteta, and they said they wanted a younger manager. Imagine we had Ancelotti right now.
Yeah,
we would have won trophies, you know.
Yeah,
He
and
would
I
have got
agree.
a better squad. He would
I
have got
agree.
all the. He would have. Oh man, he would have cooked
I agree.
right now.
And excuse me, and they were trying to play it down because they said, "Oh, look what he done when he went to Everton because he didn't have such a great time at it." So what? It don't always work everywhere you go. Look what he's now done at Madrid. How many cups has he won at Madrid? They done the treble last year. Do you see what I'm saying to you? He is a competent winner. Look at Slot, and this is going to bring me on to the next point. With these fucking dumb fans, who are we going to get? Who are you going to go and get then? It's the most laziest argument in fucking football. They said that about Wenger. And here we are now with Wenger 2.0, and they keep saying, who are you going to get if you get rid of Arteta? Anyone, bro. Sam Allardyce can do better than this guy at the moment. I'm not even joking, bro. It's not even banter. It's not even banter. Look at Slot. Did anyone know anything about Slot? We didn't. We just knew that he was a competent manager. That was it.
Definitely.
He's come in, taken over someone else's team. He ain't been backed. He ain't got no new players. And look what he's doing, bro.
Definitely.
He's just a competent coach. That's it.
Yeah.
It's nothing special.
Do you know who we should go for? If we're going from if Arteta get leave the club, we should go for the manager for Inter. I like him, Simeone. He won the league.
Simeone, yeah.
He won the Liga.
Inzaghi
last season for Inter. Simeone Inzaghi. He'll play three at the back. He'll play wing backs. His formation three at the back with wing backs. I might be able to get Bastoni from Inter. He's a good defender. Or DeMarco, the left back. DeMarco, he's good as well. I like him. He's good. And even Martinez as well. Martinez, a striker. He would cook for us in our team.
Of course he would. People were dissing, we don't want to get Diego. We don't want to get Diego Simeone.
We don't
want to get Jose
Mourinho. Questionable. That's why.
Yeah, we don't want to get Jose Mourinho. Proven winners, by the way, with their system, right? We don't want to get these players. And what kind of football are we playing now? It fucking stinks, bro. It's the most boring, deadest. Like, I actually hate watching Arsenal nowadays, but it's boring. It's not entertaining anymore.
Boring, man.
Like, so how can you say that? And these men are winners, bro. Look at Simeone right now, Atletico. Look at him. You're telling me he wouldn't come in and win? You're telling me Xabi Alonso wouldn't come in and do something proper with his team? Hansi Flick, even Xavi that was managing at Barcelona.
He would cook.
He would cook. Inzaghi will cook. Ancelotti will cook.
Inzaghi.
And bring his own players as well. Listen, last point, people. We're out of both cups. You've not bought a player end of the month.
Yeah.
Do you think we're going to be having another emergency stream, or what's your opinion on that? If we go out of both cups, haven't bought in no players, we lose to Man United in the cup. Out of the cups, still second or third in the Premier League. Are you man going to be angry?
100%. I'll be vexed. I'll say, listen, man, I'll go get a P45 and give it to him. I'll deliver it to his house. I'll go to the stadium. So listen, you need to bounce, man. Because because if we lose to Newcastle in the cup, lose to Man United semi-final, could get to a final. No, man, he has to go, man. I'm sorry, like. There's no more, or if he doesn't buy any players as well because of his stubbornness, or not scared to talk to the board, I'll say that's suicide, man. He's suicide in the club. So I would not be happy at all.
Yeah, totally agree. It's not a good season. It's not a good season right now, okay? But I'm a realist, innit? And I always use this analogy. The milk is out of the bottle. It's on the floor. It's stuck into the ground. It absolutely stinks. You can't put it back in the bottle, yeah? You just got to clean it up. So here we are in this situation. before the start of the season, we were expecting to try and challenge for the league. Third time lucky and all that. We saw our transfer window. We knew that was garbage. It weren't going to happen. Yeah. So here's the situation that we're in. We got our best chance to win something with this manager in the Carabao Cup. So that's what you need to be going all out for. I know it's not what people want to hear. It's not what we expected to begin with, but we're in the situation. We're here now. Yeah. The leg's broken. Yeah. We're here. Do you know what I'm saying? So instead of keep moaning about, we can always moan every day. There's enough scope. There's going to be emergency streams all season, I reckon. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's enough scope. There's enough scope. But we can all see what's needed. We can all see what needs to be done, and the club don't go and do it. So yes, I feel like it's going to be a bad season if he doesn't finish in the top 4, for instance, and he wins a Carabao Cup. That's a bad season. That's a bad season, right? That's not good enough. He should go. Right? For me, the only way this season could even be a success is if we win both of those cups and we finish in the top 4. That for me is acceptable after we've started so badly. Of course, if he goes out in this month now and goes to get 3 or 4 players or a couple of players to bolster up this, at least show us that you're trying to do something, then you never know. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's just unlikely, right? So a success for me this season would be both of those cups, not one of them, both of them. And then to at least be in the top 4. Because here's the situation we're in. The managers ain't going to get rid of this guy. Do you know what I mean? So we've got to face facts with that. Unless it's a car crash, we win nothing outside the top 4. I think that's the only reason they're going to get rid of him. So a success for me is both of them cups and being in the top 4.
I'll go far in the Champions League as well. Just get support a semi-final Champions League as well. That'll be a good season as well.
That would be nice. But I don't think we're going to win that.
2 cups and far in the Champions League, I would say.
So, last question: are we going to bring anyone this month, this transfer window?
My head.
Go on, Craig.
Yeah. So my head we should, but my heart no.
Yeah, we've been Arsenal fans long enough to know this, bro. Even you do. Like every time, that's why I don't want to watch his press conferences and that. Every time the guy comes out, there's an excuse. There's a political, do you know what I'm saying? A diversion, bro. Solutions in the squad, this, that, and the other. Which there was even rumors about bringing back Fabi Vieira and them, man. There, like, come on, like, what is going on at this circus, bro?
Marquinhos and all that, man. There.
So we know, and I already said to you in hindsight, I'm talking 1 minute past 12. Send out those emails. Don't be leaving it to the end of January. But we know what this club's gonna do. They're gonna draw it out. They might get one player. They might get one, but it's gonna be like at the end of January. Oh, we were struggling. Oh, we ain't got no more time to get nobody else in. Like, I don't know what needs to happen for them to dip their foot into the transfer market. We've literally got all of our right wing options out. Saka, Wanyeri.
Trust will be a panic buy on the last of the transfer window. Look at example.
That's what Sterling was.
That's what Sterling was as well, isn't it? I can see this stuff doing that, you know. I can see this stuff doing that comment. I can see it.
Look at this. Look at, for example, our rivals, they're struggling goalkeeper at the moment. They're going to buy a goalkeeper straight away. They're going to they're going to buy a goalkeeper. I don't know how good he is, but they're going to bought somebody that's better than Fraser Forster right now, and they're going to put him in the team. See, they're active. So straight away, first week they're the window, they're going to buy a goalkeeper. Why can't we go and buy a person? We know we need a player since the end of summer. That January 3rd, the first week coming through the door, not today, the 5th of Jan. We've only got a couple more weeks left in the
we just link to people, bro. That's going to be a whole. The papers know it, the media knows it, the fans know it, AFTV knows it. They know we're gonna get fuck all. If we're all going for Gyökeres, we know we're gonna end up with Tesco. Like that's the history of the Arsenal. And every transfer window that comes, I try to ignore it. I try to put my head in the sand because I know it's all rubbish, bro. It's all rubbish. We might get one player, we might. But guarantee it will be right at the end of January, and it's going to be nobody that anyone wanted or anyone needs. Definitely. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see Raya up front. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised, bro.
I agree on that as well.
Anyway, people, we've come to the end of our show, man. You guys got anything coming up that you want to let the people know about?
Craig?
That's my podcast, my weekly podcast. We're going to record one this week, and then hopefully it'll come out by Friday, Saturday. It'll come out.
So make sure you go and sub to 87 Craig's podcast and views anything. I know you're always doing things every day, day in, day out, man. You're just busy.
We try and do something, innit? We try and do something. So I mean, I might jump on for a little bit just to kind of go over the game again to my people them today. Once we jump off here, if not, there'll probably be something prediction video or something coming out. So just stay tuned for that. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you're liking and subscribing to Waffle TV show as well. You get me? Big up everyone.
Keep it 100 here, man.
Thank you, AFC, always, man, for that.
Big up to AFC, always the realist on this panel. And shout out to those who be watching this later in, you know what I mean? Certain people might think, oh, it's too negative, or some people might be like, yeah, I'm relating because people getting up, waking up, seeing this Arsenal team and thinking, boy, this team ain't as good as, you know, they say they are. You know what I'm saying? We're not good. We're not good, man. Do you know what I mean? Man, like Hanno's saying, when I say this, I get cooked. Arsenal not good enough to win anything. You know what I mean? It's true, though.
It's right. On this show, he's right.
Definitely, man. But people, I think the Man United Liverpool games. Here's a quick prediction for that game today. What do you think? That's watching that game as well is going to upset me as well, because Liverpool was just going to keep going ahead. How can Liverpool, man? Sorry, but I'm dragging this on. How can Liverpool, man, in December say they're winning the league? In December, they're winning the league because they know no one ain't catching them. Yeah, Arsenal are not catching them.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. I mean, Salah's on a mission. Like, how are they not? They've got Thanos on the right wing and they're not re-signing him. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. But it is what it is. Like, Liverpool as a club, you know, maybe they're thinking if we do sign them up, his form would then change because we know that he's got a lot of bonuses in his contract. But yeah, watching Liverpool, I mean, they just look competent, bro. They don't even look like, you see how we played in 22-23. You see how even we played at the back end of last year, like at the end of the season, like after January, coming back from Dubai. Like, we was playing mad football, bro. No one was playing better than that. When I look at Liverpool, I think they're not really playing that kind of football, but they just look very competent. They look like they know how to manage the game. Slot knows how to slow it down, speed it up, you know, go back into the Gengham press when he needs to, but also slow it down to not
they
run
play for 90 minutes
though
as well, though, views though. They play for 90 minutes, yeah. They go the whole game. They're not like, oh, let's just.
It's because they're managed, and there's nothing special, bro. It's just competence. That's all it is. Look at their squad. When you look at their squad on paper, you got Robertson, McAllister, like, they're not world-class players, bro. But they're just competent. They know the system. When they have one player out, they don't go and move 2, 3, 4 players around because one player's out, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a like-for-like swap. So that's why I think Liverpool fans this year, they're looking at everybody else. Everyone else looks whack, bro. Man City looks shit. We look shit. Tottenham looks shit. Newcastle were up and down. They're only starting to look good now. Villa are up and down. Like, everyone looks pony, bro. Except for them. And they don't even look that great. They just look competent, bro. And that's the word. That's the key word here. Competence. Slot's got it. Liverpool's got it. And that's what they're doing, is just showing it.
And look at Trent as well. There's talk of Trent signing not signing, but there's a contract on the table. 5 years, 300 grand a week.
They should be doing that.
Do you think he's going to take that, or do you think he's going to bounce too?
I mean, if he uses Real Madrid to get a new contract extension the same way Cunha did, then that's a good move on him. I mean, he's a Liverpool lad. He's young, but he's done everything with Liverpool. Like, and I think Liverpool fans can be kind of cultish. Remember when Steven Gerrard wanted to leave to go Chelsea and they were threatening to let the guy live, man. Like, Trent has won everything for you, especially if they win the league again this year or the Champions League. Like, but that Madrid is a different knock. When Arsenal knock, players turn us down. Cunha's turned us down, bro. He's used us to stay at Wolves, one place above relegation. Like, how embarrassing is that? But Madrid is a different knock, and Madrid, they don't do big transfer fees. They just say, look, we're gonna come and get you on a free. We're gonna give you the maddest wages. You're gonna get the mad jingly keys, the apartment. Yeah, you're gonna be in the sun. You get me? I think Trent's gone. In my opinion, I think Trent's gone, innit? And I think it will be the same for Saliba. I think we've got 2 more years of Saliba. If we don't win, we've got 2 more years of Saliba.
He's gone. He'll run down his contract and leave on a free.
Absolutely.
Saliba can't leave on a free, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Like, when do we do good business like that? Like, we haven't had good business people at this club since David Dean left.
We don't make money off this Saliba thing if he's leaving, bro. Yeah, yeah.
Minimum 120 we should be getting, but do you think we're gonna get that for him?
Nah.
He'll
Arteta
probably
will
go on
take
the
four.
fucking free. I swear to God, bro. I swear to God.
Arteta will take four. Yeah, he might run on. Because Arsenal in negotiations to renew his contract as well at the moment. In negotiations, I didn't read it off the other day in the Athletic. Isn't they are in negotiations to renew his contract. But if I'm him, if I'm at Arsenal now, I'm gonna say to him, I'll say to the owners like, I'll stay, but I want to see ambition. I want to see my quality players. I want to win trophies. I don't want to be at a club that's saying challenging City to finish second and doing all posts of, oh, I'll finish second every season. I want to win trophies. I said to them, I'm an
See big
ambitious man.
players coming in.
I want to win big trophy. I want to win Champions
Big
League and Premier
things,
League
bro.
titles.
And
I don't
one
want
more
to be
point
winning
before we
FA Cup
go.
and League Cups. Yeah.
One more point before we go. Like, we've heard the biggest players at our club say this for years. Like, you man are in my age bracket. Yeah? Fabregas said this. Van Persie said this. Thierry Henry said this when we're trying to keep him. That the club is not ambitious enough. This was then. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what has changed?
Nothing. Nothing has
You got
changed.
our legend TT on Monday Night Football talking about, and this was proven on the weekend, yeah? We go out to try not to lose. Liverpool go out to try and win, yeah? We was 1-0 up against Brighton, and we started playing pansy football, sitting back, not trying to go for the jugular, because we're not trying to lose. Whereas Liverpool, even with 10 men, they are trying to win.
Yeah. Of course.
And that says it all.
You know,
So
that's
sad.
mad, you know. So that mentality, even if like Arteta's like not even saying that to us now, we're probably thinking like that now. Like, let's just score a goal, let's just sit back and just not
Saliba's
concede.
French, bro. There's no ties to this club. He might have liked watching TT back
Yeah.
in the day. He might have liked watching Will towards some of the French contingent, but there's no ties to this club. He ain't no Hayland. Even Saka, bro. Even Saka. How long would he want to be here while we're not winning anything, bro? And we've seen it before.
Yeah.
I've seen legends leave the club.
Mm.
And some of these younger fans, they've not seen that. They've not seen Thierry Henry leave. They've not seen Van Persie leave. They've not seen these people leave to go to rivals. How many times did Man City take players off us as well?
Bare
Chelsea.
time.
Or Man United.
Who else?
Took Van Persie to win the
Adebayor,
league. Like, they were like, we're a
All
joke
them
club,
man,
bro.
all them man there. All them man there left Arsenal. I went to I won trophies.
Once they leave. So deep that.
The thing is as well, quickly, Saka's got time on his hands to think now about his future in it, because you know what? That hamstring might be a sign for him. Man might be thinking, you know what? This man runs me into the ground week in, week out, yeah. I can go to another place, and you know what? I can still reach the first team, but not play as much and still win trophies.
And still win trophy. Look at Foden. Look at Grealish. Look at all these players. They're not really worth the money. Look at Grealish weren't worth that money. But how many titles has he won? Because Man
3 or
City,
4.
because they've got competition in each position. You've got Saka who just walks into the team, my guy. Do you get me? Martinelli stinking out the place every week, but he's going to get to play because we don't have no competition. No one to hold down that position. You didn't see that at United. You didn't even see that at Arsenal back in the day when we had Henry, Kanu, Wiltor, like loads of players. Even when we had shit strikers, Bentner, Ali Adair, Jeffers, we always had more than a few.
Definitely.
And we just haven't got that now. So
yeah.
Anyway, bun that. Anyway, listen, let's end the stream now because we're gonna go on for ages. I think there's a game at 2:00. Fulham versus Ipswich, so that's on at 2:00. So yeah.
And it United Liverpool I don't even want to watch it. Man. It's gonna piss me off, man.
Yeah, you know what? It is what it is, isn't it? Do you know what I'm saying, man? Congratulations, Liverpool, for the title anyway. And yeah, man, it's been a good show today, people, man. Yeah, you know what? We've been a bit of a therapy thing, innit? Just let everything out and everything. I hope you guys feel a little bit better anyway. Do you know what I mean? Just
sorry, what's the name of Craig's channel before we go so I can sub up?
He's 87. It's going to be in the description.
In the title,
yeah, I'll send it to you. He's in our
he's in the group.
Honest Rivals WhatsApp group as well, so you can catch him on there as well.
I'll post it in the Honest Rivals group now.
Yeah.
I'll post it now. Yeah.
But people, big up to Craig and Views today. But we're out, and make sure you sub to their channels. Their names are in the description as well. But yeah. Peace out, people. We out. Peace.